Okay guys, so we all know what you're really here for. You saw the description. I'm doing a full face, but we all know this is what you want to see. But before you can, we're going to go ahead and play our intro. Okay, so I ordered this the day of launch. I did have to pay for it. So, I'm going to be really honest. I do have a soft spot for ABH. It is one of my favorite brands. I own every palette that looks like this. So, we are going to go ahead and do a quick look. But before we do, I'm going to go ahead and put some swatches in here. And basically, I mean, this formula is super pretty. It is very, you know, on par with her usual stuff. Gorgeous color layout, definitely different than what we're used to seeing from ABH. So, as I get started, we are just going to do a look. I'm going to try to do it a little bit different than what I've seen floating around. No promises though. Y'all know there's only so many looks you can do with a palette. So first I'm going to go into base right here with this shader brush. We're going to zoom in on the eyes. I look so rough. I promise this will come together at the end, y'all. So we are just going to take this color and put it in the crease and all over the lid. Just like so, so that we have a little bit of a base to work on. Okay, so next, instead of, oh, this hurts my soul. Instead of attacking all of the purple colors, I think I'm going to go a little bit more for the pinky browns. So I'm going to start with Love, this pretty pink right here, on this same brush, and I'm really going to pack this into the crease. I want a pretty intense pink look, and I'm just going to blend it out around the edges just like so, bringing it up kind of high close to the brow bone so we can get that first little dose of pink in there. Okay, so next we're going to go into Passion right here. This is a kind of burnt pinky red color. And I'm actually going to take a little bit more of a shader brush. These are all brand new, so I'm testing these out as well. This is like an angled shader. And I'm going to take this red. If y'all want to see, there is some fallout in this palette. It is not on the subculture level, but it is definite fallout. And I'm going to stamp this into the outer corner, just like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend this over just a little bit into the crease to deepen it up and blend it over onto the lid. And this will give me a little more of a smoked out effect. Okay, so that's weird. That was the darkest color in the palette. So I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of this pink here and just try to intensify the inner part of my crease a little bit more so that it's not quite so soft as it is right now. And then, because I'm feeling brave today, I am going to take Rose Gold right here on my finger. And we are going to lay this on the lid, and oh my god, this is absolutely gorgeous. It is already basically blending itself into the look. That is so pretty. Definitely on par with her usual. Yeah. Okay, and just to add a little bit of an extra effect in here, I'm also going to take a little bit of Wild Child. This is the pink. And I'm going to pop this kind of in the first part of the eyelid, just to give this a little bit more dimension and make sure that the pink look I'm going for is really obvious. Alright, now if you're only here for the Norvina palette, you can go ahead and fast forward a little bit, but we are going to go through a full face of Anastasia products. They are my favorite, and I have finally got enough Anastasia to do a full face. Minus concealer and minus primer, because, you know, they haven't come out with that yet. They had something kind of like a concealer, but not really. So we are just going to go ahead and take the only kind of foundation Anastasia has, but they do have foundation, and this is their stick foundation. Looks like this. Yes, I know I'm pale, but I matched at Ulta, and even if this looks wrong on camera, this was an exact match to my face. So we are just going to apply this, put a little bit of extra around the under eye area, and be sure we do a lot, because this is not, I have used this several times. I bought it for this video, but that's been a while ago. This is not super full coverage. It's kind of medium, unless you put a whole bunch. So that's what we just did. Then I'm going to take this flat top kabuki. I may have to get a more dense brush, but we're going to attempt with this one. It looks like I'm definitely going to be needing the more dense version of that. So we're going to take this and blend this out. These brushes are so soft, you guys. I'm only going to use these today if I can. I got them on Amazon, and they're super affordable. I think you can get, like, it's a 10-piece set for like $5 right now, which is crazy. But they're definitely pretty good brushes. They're super affordable. There's like a coupon that you clip on them to make them $5. I'm going to leave that link in the description, of course, so that you can get to these, and they are really cute too. But we are just going to blend this foundation. And with this one, I know personally that I definitely have to go in with a second layer. Especially on my under eyes and my nose area. So, and by the way, you get quite a bit of product for a stick foundation. That is a lot more than a lot of stick foundations have, which is always a good thing. And it's actually, for ABH, this foundation's only $29, which is a lot more affordable than I expected. Like, I knew I was going to have to get this foundation. I didn't really look it up first, other than to see it was there. And I went to Ulta to see if they had it in my shade. And it was only $29, and I really expected a price point around like $40. Just because, you know, ABH be kind of pricey sometimes. But it was only $29. So that was a pleasant thing to find out. And I am going to sneak off now and go put on some concealer, because your girl needs it. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I put on one of my favorite concealers. My face is looking a little rough, probably because we didn't have a primer. But that's alright. So now I'm going to go ahead and bake under my eyes just a little bit. And I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to use the lightest shade. And I'm just going to apply it with a sponge to kind of bake this concealer just a little bit. and keep it from creasing and add a little more coverage. So while we wait on that, we are going to take this first brush we tried to use for foundation that was a little bit not dense enough, and we're going to take this center shade right here and bronze the face up a little bit. I have not used this contour palette just a lot because I have some that I already really love. I actually got it on sale at TJ Maxx, and so I wanted to have it in my collection, and you know, I decided to do this video, so thankfully I already had it. We did not purchase a bronzer because honestly half the time I use contour for bronzer anyways. So we're just going to do this way, and I'm not a big fan of blush, so we don't have that either. But we are just going to contour this face up and make it look a little bit warmer. And yeah, that is it for the contour. So now I'm going to take everybody's cult favorite that nobody can get anymore, but I love it, so how could I not? I'm going to take the shade Kitty Cat on this little brush here and highlight just through there. Of course, all my high points. A little bit on the nose and the Cupid's bow. And here you have to be careful, especially if you're pale and the highlighter has a definite color to it. Be gentle. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use a different brush to do my brows. This is really boring, so we're just gonna cut it out, but I am using the Anastasia Dip Brow to make these weird brows look a little bit normal. So I'll be right back. Okay, so brows are done. I definitely love that product when I'm going for bold brows. When I'm not trying to be so bold, I use my Brow Wiz because I find that honestly for me it's a little bit easier to sculpt. But even that aside, it's also a lot more subtle, but still very much there. So, you know, that's always good. But I digress. We are going to go ahead and finish out our eyes real quick. So we are going to go back into the Norvina palette, and the first thing we're going to do is take Dreamer. This is a really light highlighty shade, kind of champagne, and pop this in our inner corners. And we are gonna make sure we got some shine right there, because who doesn't love an inner corner pop? And also just tap it onto the brow bone just a little bit so we can shine right there as well. We're gonna go ahead and play with colors on the lower lash line. So what I want to do, because I didn't want to focus on the purple, but I'm still going to use Soul, and that has been everybody's favorite. It's got a little bit of shimmer, but not a crazy amount. And I'm just going to take this along the lower lash line like so and connect it up just a little bit. And to kind of even everything out a little bit with some shimmer on the bottom, I'm going to take Celestial right here. This is a purple shimmer. And I'm going to take it on the tip of this brush as well. And I'm going to put it in this inner corner to give me just a little bit of shine, but still keeping that purple feel on the lower lash line. Ooh. Okay, so that is going to be my eye look. We don't have any Anastasia mascara. Maybe I'm wrong, but I couldn't find any. So I'm going to do my mascara really quick off camera with one of my recent favorites. Be right back. Okay, so I guess this is my full face of Anastasia. Now, to break things down for you, I absolutely live for Anastasia's eyeshadows. I adore their eyebrow stuff, I adore their lippies, and I adore their highlighters. The only thing, honestly, that I used today that I'm not just like a major fan of is this foundation. It's not bad. If you're going for a medium coverage-ish kind of day, it's really not a bad foundation at all. It lasts pretty good, even in the heat, as long as you put a good setting spray over it. So honestly, I don't mind the foundation, but it is like the only thing ABH that I'm not just like die-hard crazy about. So like I said, Anastasia, Norvina, anybody, if you see this, can we please have a liquid foundation and a concealer? Like, I think that should be next on the list. I'm all for more eyeshadow and more highlighters. But if y'all can make like a high, super full coverage foundation and a super good concealer, your girl would be so happy. And like, I will test out all the pale shades for you. I got you. But yeah, this is our full face of Anastasia. The highlight is blinding. The eyeshadow is so pretty. It blended so good. You're gonna get more tutorials with this. I'm actually thinking y'all are gonna have to pardon my horrible lighting when I do this, but I want to do a get ready with me video when I go out of town using this, because a year ago, almost to the day, well, it'll be almost to the day when I make the video. The end of this month makes a year since I started uploading consistently. Around the time I did that, I was at this conference for work that I have to go to every year for 3 years, and last year was my first year. So I'm going back to that in a couple of weeks. And while I was there last year, I filmed with my subculture. It was my first video that did like really good. I mean, for a small YouTuber back then, I don't even think I had 100 subscribers a year ago. So it was my first good video, and it was one of the best looks I thought I'd ever done in my whole lifetime. I was so proud of that little video and the pictures that came from it, like so proud. So I really want to take this with me and film. I'll be in the same hotel, film in the bathroom like I did a year ago. Now I know more about angles and film a get ready with me for a work day with this baby, since I did it with Subculture last year. Just an idea. I think it would be super cute and super fun. It really reminds me of how far I've come in this last year. I'm definitely not where I need to be, but I feel like I'm getting there a lot quicker than I thought I would. But yeah, we've been so close up this whole video. Oh my god. Okay, that is our full face of Anastasia Beverly Hills. We are not doing a wear test just because I wanted to get this filmed in and uploaded as quick as possible. This actually might go up on Thursday, but it's still a full face Friday. Don't hate on my video. Still a full face Friday. I just want to be sure to get you this tutorial as quick as possible, because I know everybody's been waiting for some smaller YouTubers who didn't get the palette for free to give their opinions, and so far I'm definitely a fan. I love Anastasia, but you know, when Subculture came out, I told y'all my feelings, and I would have told you if this one was that bad. It does have kick up, fallout, whatever you want to call it, but it's nothing too major. So yeah, that is it. I'm sure this was a long video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you on Monday. Bye, you guys.